We started out carrying a couple of different kinds of potting soil, a couple of different kinds of planting mix. The brands were different between the potting soil and the planting mix, and those were even different from the mulches that we had. And I just wasn't consistent. It wasn't it didn't have a look to it at all. It was just kind of a pile of stuff. Piles of, just bags and bags and bags, pallets, and it didn't have any sort of, it just didn't look very nice. So that was in part, when I was looking for kind of an upgrade, in upgrading that whole segment, I was really looking for a company that I could get all of those things from, so that I would have a consistent look, and that I feel personally that having all of the different products come from the same company and having the branding be consistent and the packaging be consistent and all of that being consistent, I feel that it lends a little bit of credibility to the whole look, rather than just having kind of random things. People don't have that sort of feeling that what you're carrying is a good product. But when it's clear that you've invested the whole line from start to finish in that one particular brand, it sort of sends the message to the customer without even saying it. This is our choice. Like, this is the one choice that we've made, and we've made it from start to finish. And I definitely find that for us, people come to us as garden experts, not just as salesmen. So they will say to us, well, what do you think? What do I need for, whether it's a vegetable garden or planting or perennials or whatever it is? And I like being able to say, this is what I would choose for my own house. This is what I recommend to you. Period. Not, well, this is what we have in stock. We have this one today, and tomorrow it might be different, and in 2 weeks it might be even a different brand from that. So that was our thinking in changing to one brand for everything. And I noticed we used to sell a different brand years ago, and we used to call it by name, and we would say, you have to have Country Cottage, planting mix for your pots. And there would be a time where we couldn't get it, whether we couldn't get a whole truckload, or we couldn't, for whatever reason, they'd be sold out, it wasn't shipping or whatever. And people would say, well, I'll come back. And they wouldn't buy plan B from us. And so I kind of, at that point, realized, we really need to come up with plan A that's going to be consistent, and that I don't have to worry whether it's in a month or a year, oh my God, what if we can't get that plan A, that Country Cottage or whatever it is. I wanted to go with something that I knew there was not going to be an issue with, and all kind of at the same time. This is 5 or 6 years ago, we really made the choice to be a little bit more upfront with pushing organic products. We found that we were doing that anyway, but our branding didn't really say that. We had too many choices. So if you walked in, you wouldn't necessarily think like, oh, they really believe in organic products, or that's what they believe is the best thing, because we would have both choices always kind of scattered through. So that was part of that decision-making process, was deciding that A, we wanted one consistent product, B, we wanted one consistent product that had a message, and C, we wanted something that was going to be available to us always, whether it was May 1st or July 15th, that we would be able to get that product and be able to say to our customers, come back tomorrow, we'll have the same thing. Come back a year from now, we'll have the same thing. And have them trust that we were really giving them advice, not just selling them, a bag of something.